Hello, dearie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderfully well. So the other day I met one of my subscribers and she was like, Selase, so if I want to apply to nursing school, maybe next year, how much do you think I should prepare? So I was like, is it the school fees or any something like that? Because I think I have a video on how much the school fees is. And she was like, oh no, the whole application process from buying the form to when I get alert for admission, because I know for the admission they'll send you the school bill. So in this quick video, let's look at how much it will cost you. Like if you're now planning to go through the application process for the nursing programs here in Ghana, how much will it cost you? Okay, so if you're curious like this subscriber, let's dive right in and see. So normally when I talk to you about applying to nursing school, I always say that at least buy 3 forms, at least 2 or 3 forms, but 3 is always better. Okay, 3 is always best, so that you give yourself options to choose from in case things go well. But don't buy 1 form and put all your hopes on that 1 form. And if the school doesn't give you admission, then you are back to square one. You have to wait for another year to start the application process again, unless maybe you have protocol. Yes, the protocol thing, you know, because if it were you being given protocol, you would take it. So just keep quiet and let's move on. You will take it. So with that in mind, we are going to budget for 2 forms and 3 forms, okay? Number one is the forms. So for the past 2 years, the vouchers were sold for 200 Ghana cedis. So if you're buying 2, it means you pay 400 Ghana cedis. And if you're buying 3, it means you spend 600 Ghana cedis. So 400, 600. So I'll be calculating it on this side, okay? 2 forms here, 3 forms here, okay? Even before the vouchers are released, if you can get your documents ready, that would be very, very good, okay? So for the documents, you would need especially your birth certificate. So if you don't have birth certificate, then you will need a birth certificate. Now, this cost is going to be optional because if you have the biometric birth certificate, then you will not bear this cost. But if you don't, then you have to go and get the biometric birth certificate. I'm not sure of the price. So we'll give it a price. And then you need your WASI certificate or WASI results. You have to go and take your WASI results and maybe your testimonial. And the testimonial and the WASI results or WASI certificate you get from your school. So it will be one journey. So let's say for your documents, you spend around 500 cedis, depending on what you need. So let's just cut it at 500 just to bulk everything together. So now we have plus 500 plus 500. Now the interview fee for last year was also 200 cedis for most of the schools. So if you buy 2 forms, you'll be going for 2 interviews. So you pay 400 cedis. And if you buy 3, you pay for 3 schools. So that will be 600 cedis. Then the interview period comes and you have to actually travel for the interview. Okay, depending on the distance. Let's say using Accra as a central point. If you are traveling, maybe you just need to pick one car. You may spend just 100 Ghana to and 100 Ghana back. I'm just cutting it at that. So 100 cedis back. And if you be traveling beyond, if you have to take 2 or more cars, then you multiply it by 100. So 100 cedis in, 100 cedis out. So 200 cedis per journey. And then maybe your feeding and accommodation will also take 100 cedis. So 300 cedis for each journey. Okay, so 300 cedis for each journey. So 300 times 3 will give you 900 here. So far we have 2,600. And for 2 schools, you have 600. Now, another challenge comes if you have maybe 2 or 3 names, and these names are not arranged well on your document, the arrangement of your name also counts. So if you are now going to do your birth certificate, The trick is to make sure that the way the name will be written on the birth certificate will match what you have on your WASI certificate and your testimonial. If you're able to do that, then you don't have to go through the gazette and the gazette and affidavits wahala. You don't have any problem with that. But if you already have a birth certificate and the names are different, maybe it could be because of the spelling, it could be because of the arrangements. So, for example, I am Selase Belinda Agbogan, but on some of my certificates, you see Belinda Selase Agbogan. So, the Selase and the Belinda has been switched. So, I had to get an affidavit to cover, showing that wherever you see those names, it's still referring to me. Now, some schools will accept the affidavit and keep it at that, but some will go a step further and ask for a gazette. But to get the gazette, you still need to get the affidavit. So you get your affidavit the last time, I think it was around 150. You go to the Court of Oaths and get it either between 100 and 150 Ghana cedis. And then you go and get the gazette. The last time I checked, gazette was around 400 cedis. But if you want to express, it was around 700 cedis. So depending on the time, don't wait for the interview time to come before you go and be rushing. Okay. So if this extra cost will come in, then you will spend more. So in a nutshell, if you apply to nursing school, if you are waiting for the e-voucher to come, you should start budgeting around 2,000 to 3,000 for your nursing application process before the school fees will come. But I think if you spend this, especially with the 3 school application I propose to you, if you apply to 3 schools and spend this money and you get admission on merits, I think it's a good spend, okay? Because if you hear some of the payments that people are paying to get the protocol, and that form. Okay, so if you can spend 3,000 and get admission easily, why not? Okay, so yeah, that's a little fun video. I wanted to answer this question for this girl and maybe to benefit somebody else. So I hope you find it helpful. Like and share and subscribe if you've not done that yet. And if you click on this video, I take you through all the steps that you need to take to get into nursing school. Click on it. Or if you are wondering who a registered general nurse is, you can click on this one and get the gist of who a registered general nurse is. And I'll see you there. Bye.